So let's fast forward now to November of 2001. The country's definitely in the recession now. Things are definitely slowing down to a crawl. So this is when MetaTV made the decision, and we made the decision, okay, now is not the time to take our big booth and move it forward into the next show. And that turned out to be an absolutely bold and correct decision as well. And the timing couldn't have been more perfect. As we arrived and we decided to adopt what I call the suite success strategy, essentially hosting our customers within the hotel suite and doing business privately, as well as distributing ourselves in various partner pods, we basically played to the economy. We took a step back, and people had said, well, if MetaTV really wanted to, and they really felt there was a need to put out their big booth, they would do. We passed the message on was that, you know what, we're too busy. Quite frankly, we have so many deals, our resources are fully committed, we've already got these great commitments from these MSOs, we don't need to show off anymore. It's not the thing that we have to do right now for the company, and we've basically been a success with the previous show. And we had several companies such as Liberate and Microsoft come up to us saying, you guys just did the right thing this time. Not having your own booth is just the right thing. So adapting to the evolving marketplace and trends with our marketing budget and exhibiting where it's appropriate and pulling back where it's not has been very key to not only building our brand awareness, but controlling our costs. Not to say that we didn't go to very many smaller events as well, and key smaller events. This is just a sample list, but some of the key events that we went to last year, we went to the Comcast National Conference. We were the only software vendor that was invited from an ITV technology perspective. A non-middleware company, Liberate was there, Motorola was there, and MetaTV, to present what essentially was the Comcast National Sales Conference. This is where they bring in all of their salespeople, and they train them up, and they teach them about all the latest stuff that Comcast is going to roll out. And MetaTV was there front and center showing off the stuff that we were building and developing. And that's significant face time. So smaller, more strategic conferences helped us build our awareness as well. We also took the time to try and glean industry recognition. A lot of the great stuff that you guys have done, we can put up rewards, and we will continue to do so as we roll out. We already won the IMEX Best of Show Award with E! Online in 2000, very early in our company history, and we got a nomination for the Bandies Award for our World Span effort as well. So we will continue to drive that effort. Public speaking, John Ezra mentioned, there's a lot that goes behind the scenes to getting people aware of who we are, whether it's at a financial conference or whether it's at a simple panel in San Francisco. A lot of speaking and a lot of presenting, a lot of reiterating of our messages goes into building that awareness. Now, when we first started out, we had to beg to get on the panel. I mean, they would be like, I don't know who you are, and, if you sponsor me, give me $10,000, maybe I'll sit you at the end of the table. Literally today, the phone rings, and they say, want Andrew Lev to come speak at our conference, and he's a recognized industry leader. We want him to talk at our conference, so we want John Ezra. So we're getting people now coming towards us. It shows that our brand is building and it's working, and people understand our value proposition and understand our leadership. This is just a sampling of the I'd say over the last 15 months, the coverage that we've received. Obviously, we've received coverage in multiple issues of these publications, but these are just some of the publications that have written about us, invited us for interviews, profiled us, essentially putting us front and center in the spotlight. And I think that's a tremendous achievement for a company that's only 2 years old. Along with the marketing function is a very significant component known as product management. Ruth Olson, Director of Product Management, and Jim Gold are two on the team, as well as Wendy, our new technical publications writer. Essentially, their job is to make sure that we gather all of this great intelligence and funnel it through customer and drive those customer requirements and your innovative ideas and prioritize them to make sure we're focused on the right releases and the right products. Over the course of the last year, they gathered all the requirements, authored over 15 marketing requirements and analysis documents. I mean, these documents are key to ensuring that everybody's on the same page and we're maximizing our resources and building the things that our customers want and will make us money. Fact sheets and white papers are important as well. We've really taken a step back in terms of collateral and strategy, as I mentioned. We made the big push out at Western 2000 and NCTA to basically tell everybody in the world who we are and to gain mindshare. Now we're going to be a lot more selective. We want to key the facts and the technical information to our specific suite of audiences to meet their needs, and in that way optimize our resources. Together with technology evangelism and demos, Jim particularly has done a great job with internal training, allowing us to be able to leverage and use our own technologies through the application design. And then fostering significant relationship with analysts. There are two tiers here. There's the financial analyst community, which is what John was alluding to, the people that focus on your balance sheet and the money. And then there's also a select group of influential industry analysts. Josh Burnoff, you may have heard his name. Lydia Lazardi from Jupiter. These are people who essentially are writing reports that basically get published, get press releases, that talk about the leaders in the industry. We were very fortunate to have the influence the Yankee Group, such that they placed MetaTV front and center as a leading organization. We'll continue to do that work, but a lot of the hard work has already been done. Josh Burnoff will call us up and ask us our opinion, or ask us where we think the industry's moving and what the MSOs are thinking, and he'll do vice versa and tell us. So as Andrew mentioned, we're gorilla, maybe baby gorilla, but definitely bigger than the chimp. In the portal space, and how do we get there? We basically said, this is ITV. When we basically came on board, everybody was an ITV application software company. We did Wink, Hans TV. We're a full interactive TV solution and platform. A lot of these sort of boutique companies were popping up, and some of them actually quite shamelessly were ripping off the messages from our website and republishing them on their website. So there was just no distinction between what a company offered, essentially. We made a decision early on at the company that there was a marketplace for initially rolling out custom-branded portals. Custom-branded portals, by that, the ITV Comcast service that everybody's worked hard to develop, the ITV Cox and Comcast service. It was important for us to really own that market share. So we proliferated the naming in our technology, the branding, we positioned ourselves first in portals, and we built up mindshare. And with that capabilities and your hard-earned execution, we got credit for delivering. A lot of people took the roads of enhanced TV, and they didn't deliver. Maybe through no fault of their own, the DCT 5000s kind of pulled back, but they took a position which they couldn't deliver on. And the analysts and the public press started to write about this failures. They're going to disappear, it's not going to work for them, they put their money on the wrong horse. Response TV took a run at us by acquiring Accelerate TV, which is one of the companies that essentially tried to get into the portal business. They failed. InfoSpace tried to extend from a large position in internet and wireless to take a run at us. They failed. Excited Home actually competed against us for the media business, and at one stage, they basically said, take it for free. We'll enjoy some of the back-end upside. They said, no, we'd rather have MetaTV. I think this is all very significant because we've built ourselves with reputation that we can now extend upon.